2-year campaign for intent to humiliate Bill. And long before she pulled the trigger to kill him, to make sure that family, friends, and colleagues, the police, would point the finger of blame at the woman with whom he had his split, Barbara Miller.
I know he was trying to figure out. It was the product of some detailed planning before the crime.
So that would be diabolical killer. There were mistakes. When detectives visited Ann's office at the long-term care facility, the people diving into her, they uncovered what looked like research into something uncaring.
The internet search history included things like how to murder somebody.
Those painless phone calls. Bill thought it was Barbara reading into the phone before hanging up. Investigators traced the calls to his payphone, steps from Ann's desk. And when they ran down the Mark email account, the IP address was the scout's own home computer. Turns out to something Ann fixed.
Correct.
Letters and cards, which were all postmarked Fort Smith, Arkansas. Literally. How did she do it? Detectives talked to the Fort Smith postmaster, who received occasional envelopes full of letters addressed to Montana, which were dutifully stamped Fort Smith and put into outgoing mail. Detectives discovered the subterfuge in Ann's car, unsent copies of those same cards and letters.
Not only did her DNA seal the envelope, but the only things found on the letters inside were latent prints from Ann's stomach.
The state's theory. The culmination of Ann's multi-year plan came just 10 days before when they claimed Ann Stout stole Bill's gun from the safe and stashed it in its holster in the laundry. That had no experience fighting a gun. So
Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Welcome. Welcome. Welcome to the live.
And the blackness narrowed the time of that plant blooms to about a 10-day window of time. That all happened within
Thank you for coming in. Welcome.
Bill's death.
Please like and share as you stepped in. Touch the thumbs up button. Thank you.
I have every reason to believe she simply carried the weapon out to the garage, wrapped in a towel, and sent it.
Please touch on the thumbs up button. Thank you very much. Laura Russell. Hi. Welcome. Thank you for joining us in the kitchen. If you have not could you please touch the like button? Yes. Please like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Crush the rush. You can crush the rush. G still the okay. I'll rest it what I can manage. Crush the rush. I don't know what you said, but they said they held the message for review. Okay. Rule all floors. I rule all floors. No problem. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, oh, that though. You rule all fools, fools not floor. Oh, sorry for the seeing much. Oh, kudos to you. Kudos to you. Do a good job of what you do. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the kitchen. This is in the kitchen. And this is where we speak from in the kitchen. And we do all things in the kitchen. All food is spoken of in the kitchen. The best place to be every time, anytime, all the time. The best place to be in the kitchen where you are energized, where your fill of energy came from in the kitchen. From water to food in the kitchen. Hot or cold in the kitchen. The teacher graduate out of the kitchen. The doctor, you found him in the kitchen. The nurse, you found them in the kitchen. The electrician, in the kitchen. Every category of person that are out there have been found in the kitchen. Bunch of what? Oats cereal. $500 for your honey. Okay. Oh, okay, yeah. Right. So everything that you can think of, every category of persons, don't matter what you do, if you don't matter what is your work description, it has been found in the kitchen. So don't matter what you do. The biggest university is in the kitchen. A lot graduated from the kitchen, and everyone graduated from the university, kitchen university. So don't worry. The kitchen. Check it out and see for yourself. Yeah. If you can't read, you're in the kitchen. If you can't read, you're in the kitchen. If you're trying to read, you're in the kitchen. Because guess what? Everything. Yeah. With almond, yes. You're seeing it very far. And did you know that almond is one of the grain that you get thing there from the person who travel with, most people call it goiter. I was going to tell you, it's there, I soon get it out, but every grain have their own unique supplements, nutrients in it. What are you talking about? Everything is in the kitchen, sir. I don't know what picture that you put up, but everything is in the kitchen. The good is in the kitchen, the bad is in the kitchen. Mm. Where you digest your food, right in your stomach, right down in. Good. So everything is found in the kitchen. See how there's zero likes? Hmm. I see that there is 0 likes. I wonder if you had liked, did you touch the like button? The people, I guess they rather to give me money than to touch the likes button. So I maybe have to start begging money. Mm-hmm. Maybe if I beg money much often as I say touch the like button, I would be surprised I am getting something in the kitty. But that is good, and that is the likes is even better because what? The algorithm of the video, person will see that it is active and persons watch the video. Right? So just give me a sec.
Instruments of the Himalayas fall into two categories: ritual instruments that are used in religious ceremonies, and folk instruments and natural around the bones. I brought them. Okay, we are going to take a quick break here on News All Day, but we will be right back.
So I'm back. Yes, so everything has been, all of your message has been held retracted. Okay, so you're saying something that is not friendly on the net. For they to hold all your messages. That means you're not using language or languages that is not friendly. So sad. Okay. Rewind and come again. Thank you very much for being here. Welcome to the kitchen. Welcome once more to the kitchen. The kitchen is the kitchen. And this is where I just like you. Thank you very much. Thank you for all that are coming in. Please touch the thumbs up button. Let the algorithm of the channel goes up. Then touch the thumbs up button and send the channel, send the video wide and far. Other persons can be benefited from what we do in the kitchen. Know how important the kitchen is. The kitchen is not only important, it is important for food, but it's not only important that it is important, it's important for we to keep our kitchen clean, spanking clean. Yeah. You retracted? Why you retracted? And what did you retract it from? It is all about our cleanliness for the kitchen, our hygiene for the kitchen, because the kitchen is not just then you came in and you just cook and you just eat and you just left, but your kitchen must be immaculate clean. And immaculate does mean that. So, the kitchen, you have learned a lot from the kitchen. Be the matchmaker for Lua and your and yours truly. Okay, let me remind you that any matchmaking going on is not in the kitchen. These are what we are matching with. What we're going to use in the kitchen. When I am in the kitchen, I do not introduce no other subject. No, just the kitchen. Other subjects are taken outside of the kitchen. I cannot have two. I need to separate things. And when I am in the kitchen, we are talking about the kitchen, the nutrients you get from food. What is food to you? What it does to your body and what it do not do for your body. Do you really need to eat food? Huh? Do you really need to eat food? And here what happened. Even if you don't use your kitchen to do food, you ate food from somewhere else that it isn't done into a kitchen. Oh, we call it the restaurant. Hmm. Yeah. I ain't know what you're talking about. As I say before, what we speak about in here is food. The kitchen live is done strictly on food. Any other things being discussed, it have to be surrounded around the food. No other room in the house, no other place, just the food and what we do. We educate ourselves here because sometimes we think we have it all and we know it all, and in fact and indeed, yeah, we missed out on something. We slacken up on some things. You may came in and you might have somebody who works for you, and when you came in, around the edge of your sink is filthy and that person don't see it. The stove top may be filthy, the oven filthy, where you store your dishes, the cupboard. So all of these things we educate ourselves and others learn from it. So just sometimes you may just say, well then, okay, let's let go. And yeah, we deal with the kitchen from the cupboard to the floor. Because each time you use your kitchen, your floor should be mopped. When you're finished, because depending what you're doing in your kitchen, spillage here and spillage there and spillage all over the place. And when you are through, you need to mop your floor. So when you're off for the night, for the day, for whatever time, your kitchen floor is clean. Your cupboard is clean. You give a search in your cupboard. You know where you stock your um your pastas, because you know some pastas does breed worms or weevil or weeble, whatever we call them, those little black bugs. So most I have to stock your pasta in the refrigerator. Have a spot for that. Do not buy more pasta than you will use up within a due time. If you do that, then you will have to be dumping your pastas. Thank you for liking the live. Could you please touch the like button, like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Please touch the like button. So do not purchase more pasta than what will use up within a due time. Because pasta stores in your cupboard, you will find that pasta breeds weeb. And you may have to just dump the pasta. There are peas and beans that you store do not have an amount packed up that won't finish in a due in a considerable time that you can buy more. And if so, you're keeping the stock going, those that went in first must be first used up. So you pull those to the forefront and the new ones go to the back. So, and before you do all of that, clean your cupboard. You can use vinegar and wipe on the inside of your cupboard as well as on the outside. So you pull the first one in to the front and the last one in to the back, and you use it just in that order. That you don't just put them down and the one that was there first not being used up first, it is right there and it is going on. Yeah, vinegar, it smells. Yeah, very good. You know the power of vinegar, then you know. Yeah. Clean out your cupboard at all given time. You are not Windex for what? I don't know. I guess vinegar is in Windex too, you know, if you check it out. Check what make it up. Eh? All of your gadgets that are in the kitchen should be shiny and looking nice. You are preventing rodents to enter your kitchen. This kitchen, the windows are all meshed. Yeah. But that doesn't say you are keeping your place clean. Sometimes you may have food, such like flour and things like that. And because you didn't clean out and you pack on top of what is there, sometimes when it cooks, it have this type of a taste with it, not a fresh taste. Thank you for the thumbs up. Not a fresh taste. Right? But it is for you. To clean your kitchen floor, you can use vinegar or I don't like a lot of the bleach thing. No. I use bleach minimal. Very minimal. Even your refrigerator. You use vinegar and clean your refrigerator. Leaving it smells fresh. Around the rubber, the lining rubber that is here, some persons use saw their rubber and beneath it there are some built up, because maybe sometimes you're taking out things, you're putting in things, and remember it's cold and you'll have a built up. Your vinegar cleans it all. You eased away the rubber when you are cleaning and you wiped behind it. Okay? I use vinegar a lot in my kitchen. These are always stocked in the kitchen. Yeah. We are not out of this one. Your the shine, what do you call that refrigerator? The one with the dark one. You purchase the oil for it. It's like what on the and this thing here. It's the gray outside of the fridge. People purchase of this type of oil that they use. Straight vinegar. straight vinegar. If I am doing like with the fridge, it's straight more vinegar than a small amount of water because you will be cleaning with your rag. So I put some water and some vinegar. But I get, yeah, you can use your gloves or whatever, right? And when you use the vinegar to clean the fridge outside, the shine you're looking for, the oil don't even give it to you. You would surprised to know it's magic. Yes. You just use your vinegar and you clean on the outside. And if you pleases, you get your paper towel or your soft cloth and you wipe over it. When you're finished on the stove, all of that part over there, you use your vinegar. Your microwave on the plastic part, you use it to clean the entire microwave. But on the plastic part where all the direction is, the rubber that is over them, you use it and you clean it. Straight. You would surprised to know some of the time instead of buying some of these expensive cleaning things that sometimes it's do damage your hand or damage your things, you're surprised to know how the vinegar works. Around the your sink on the faucet, a lot of people will use their sink, they will clean out the sink, but they give little attention to the faucets. They may just pass the rug. It is important, especially the base of your faucet. There is nowhere bacteria grow fast like in your kitchen. Especially the very sponge that we use to wash our plate. Who do not use washer? And if you're just doing a small amount of dishes, you're not going to be sitting loading a washer and wait until you get a full load of washer. You just do your things in your sink. Right? And the very sponge you use there. Some people when they are through, they do not wash the sponge and put it into the basket for the water to drain out. They just, put it down there. Bacteria. And that is what you have, the kitchen, you have to be so careful of everything you done in your kitchen. Because right in the kitchen, you will pick up that goes to your stomach. Start giving you an upset stomach. Start you're having a loose bowels. You're having all kind of something. Not knowing that. Right there. Right there. I don't use gloves to cook in. I don't use gloves to bake in. And here why I don't. And I watch a lot of people who put on gloves. And this is the part I watched with them. You add on your gloves. And of course, I don't even like using the black gloves. I rather use the clear gloves. Use black gloves for other things. Okay, this is your gloves, honey. Good. You took out your meat. You look after your meat. This latex here. First think of what? Makeup this. This is plastic, this is rubber, this is whatever. What make this latex? Why you think this latex is more sanified more than your hand? Think about it. Okay? We are protecting our hands and that our food don't pick up anything. Good. You took the meat from your refrigerator or whatever you're gonna do, and you look after your meat. So you do your seed, you cut your onions, you put up your spice and your stuff. Okay, this is the meat, and you wanted something over here, and you reach for it, and you pick up a plantain. Now, the gloves don't wash. And you move on to something else. And you keep moving on to something else. And you move on to so much things. This need to pick up and you pick it up. Here want to wipe off and you pick up your thing and you start cleaning up, and that gloves have not changed. From you clap that gloves on your hand, it is there. It doesn't change. And you do 1 dozen things in the kitchen with that same gloves in your hand. You're getting in the oven and you're going in the oven with the gloves too. You're whatever on that and you are there. It looks so unsanitized too. It looks so unsanitized. You are going to remove your gloves and dump that gloves when you are through with almost everything that you were doing. You look and you see that the floor spill right here, so and you reach for the mop or you clean it up quickly and you and that gloves again. My hands, I ensure that my nails are cut low, trim low. Under my nails are clean. The cuticle of my finger is clean. Clean them off. And my hands are washed. Good. Start. I don't use this to dry my hands. 6 or 1/2 dozen of the other, like the gloves. Because when I wash my hands and do this, okay, yeah, you hang it up again and it is there. You touch something else and you went to the pipe and you wash again and you came back and you pick up this again and you wipe and you put it down and you do the same thing. Transporting, transferring, and everything is what you're doing. When I wash my hands, pick off my paper, clean up my hands, and dump it. So if you wash your hands 10 times, you pull off a piece of your paper, wipe it. This will go on for an entire day, perhaps an entire week. Because you're saying to yourself, it is not dirty. In truth and in fact, it is dirty. So, preparing food, you have to look at a lot of things. A lot of things you got to look on. And say, well, then you need to get it done this way. Some person took something from the freezer or the refrigerator food, and they gave it few seconds in the microwave. That food must actually get 3 to 4 minutes. You must see heat coming out of it. that whatever it gathers there, it get rid of it with the heat. Right? So in the kitchen is a very peculiar place. Looking after food is not like you're going to the bathroom, grab a towel and a wash rag soap and that's it. No. Food is more. It's a peculiar place to be in. The other days, one of the member of the family, they came in from work, and I remember what they went, or they did it before. I don't remember how that story went, but they came back with uh, loose bowels. So what did you eat at work? I don't know. That no. And then he said something from the refrigerator, from the fridge. How much minutes did you give it? Oh, especially when you have to do with meat. Especially meat. Don't matter how much cook it does cook. If you have to reheat it, you give it amount. It's like you start cook it again. You must see the steam coming out of it. The thing did not warm up properly. A matter of fact, he warmed it. And he had. And that was what he ended up with. Understand? So, kitchen is a place, food on a whole. Food. Some persons, I don't bash the people's them with their nails. I can't tell them don't wear their nails. I am who I am and I operate the way I saw it fit. I went to do a course. And the course I went to do, I did an extended course in foods. It's the same thing I'm telling you about towel. When we were doing our exam, this could not be there. Not for wiping on them, but 3/4 of the paper. Yeah, because if this finish, we slack on next one, and that's how it goes. This were thrown out. We could not wear this. In our exam, we could not enter gloves. Gloves was a no-no. Because the explanation of how this latex, plus the latex itself, and remember, it's not the latex that they uses in the hospital, in the theater. The latex gloves that they use there, the one that you just do anything and anything, they are properly packaged. If and when and all the time the doctor is going to do something that this is on this part of the body you're going to use, that package is carefully open. When that package is open, it is folded, the end of it is folded like this. And for persons who have to do with medical, they can attest to what I am saying. So you have the right hand and you have the left hand. He cannot touch it. His hands are washed and properly dry with his towel and put down. It have to be in there. And so your hand inserted in there and work your hand in and get your fingers ready to go. Because if you touch it, it is contaminated. So that will have to be thrown out. It's not like these loose ones that you just go and you get a package of gloves and they are not. And so we come with them and we use them in our food and on our this and our that. They are not sterile. they are not sterile. So I just pick out a pair of gloves and just use a pair of gloves. Yeah, just slide on a pair of gloves, and I am saying to myself, oh, I am protecting because my hands are not touching the food, my hands are not touching onto this, my hands are not touching onto that. Have you think about the latex itself? As I say, it's not like that because you're not buying the one, and people who is cooking, some of them too, they don't have that type of a time. They have not got that type of a teaching tool. So even if you're going to buy a sanitize, a latex that by the time you come and break it open, it's already get contaminated on the outside, and you're lifting up the cup and you're lifting up the and you're lifting up the this and you're doing that. And when you finish cleaning up and whatever, and all the pot all the stir, and you slide it, and you come back to this, and you rush to the fridge, and you do this. All you're doing, you're just transporting the thing. It's like you're cutting board. And it may look so innocent, but you're cutting board. You should have more than one cutting board in your kitchen. And if you use this cutting board to do your meat, your fish, whatever on, your vegetables and your such should never cut on that board, that side. If you can't release it to wash it same time, grab a next one and you do all. That's where you get contamination. That's where you get salmonella. That's where you get all kind of things happening. So kitchen, you hear what I said? Kitchen is a university. You understand? Okay. Kitchen is a university. Kitchen is just not just a simple, it look on, oh, it's the kitchen. That is where you put all of your cleansing energy. Worse when you have all small children. Worse when you have babies. Right? Whatever you do must be immaculate. You came in the kitchen and you wore a clothes that is not clean. We should have our aprons. I did it many times. Sometimes I put on my apron, sometimes I don't. Wash my aprons and they are properly put away. That when I am going to use my apron is not left out to anything. Pick up my apron. Some person said we are not doing it for the public. It's for the home. It's mine. Practice became perfect. Although you are not doing it in a restaurant or you're not doing it for the public, it is for your home. Practice became perfect because you can get sick from your kitchen in your own home doing your own food. So you make things be as clean as possible. You understand? And it's a part of me. It is a part of me because almost most of the places that I work with food. I work in the food place. I have to be supervising people. I have to be there, da, 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 and all these things. Work into the medical area. That's the next area that you have to be so clean. And sure, that you don't pick up something and you have your stomach started to churn and behave and behave. But some person say, but I am at home and so I am at home and not. You know what I saw somebody did one day? They went to a restaurant and they purchased their food. And the person plucked a strand of hair from their head and put it in the food. They start eating the food, you know. And they thought, no, the person thought nobody saw them. And you know, I was really, I just go around and saw him and I was like, and I just saw him put it in the food. And call the people them. And because it turned over the rice, it's in the food. And the person behaved such a way. I am going to report this place. And they did. And they went on and they went on. Day after coming. I sat there and I said, oh my God. One person can be so cruel? Hmm? And he don't want any of the food. Give him back his money. And so they reimbursed him his money. So like chocolate. I call no names. I call no names. Right? So people are vindictive. Because if they came in and they look and you don't have a hat on your head and you don't whatever, and they wanted to make such a trouble. I'm not calling any name. They can do this. And that's how I realize that people have this just this cruel behavior about them. Just the other day, somebody called me from another country and they were working in a restaurant and somebody pulled the same trick on them. But what the person didn't do, when it was examined properly, the hair could not be cooked in the food. So they weren't too smart. And they behave and the cops come and all sort of a big ulambalu. People is vindictive, people is cruel. People is cruel in their thinking. Right? So even in your own kitchen, maybe somebody may come to your house and you offer them something to eat and they want to be very vindictive to you and they can do all this. Yeah. So you have to know what you're doing. In spite, it is my little community right here, so that I am working in and I am doing. But I ensure, because guess what? Anything go here, 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 down, it's not moving until it damages down there. You think it is coming out on unless it has been it have to damage your inside. Your intestine. Some person been vomiting, some been going to the bathroom endlessly. It may end up in the hospital. So food, good and bad, depending on how you handle your food, depending on when you are in kitchen, If you don't prepare to come in the kitchen and do a good job, don't do it. Food is embraced with love. You have some person quarreling and they quarrel and they go in the kitchen and they start and they slap down everything and they behave. Food is embraced with love. And this happens most of the time with when partner they live together, they have a disagreement and they go in the kitchen and they went in with the bad spirit then and they behave a certain way. Yeah. So you have to be careful. Food is embraced with love. When I came in my kitchen, even if it's just pure water, it tastes nice. Because I pour the love in it. I came in the kitchen and I always talk to you out there. Right? I always share the kitchen tips, the this, the that. I don't care if you already know it. But it is in me to do it. Because most of the time we make mistakes and we wouldn't realize that it would have damage, give a damage the way it does. Right? So, you talk about it. Your storage jars. Some persons after the flour is finished out of the storage jar, what they did, they just pour in some more flour. No, no, no. Clean up the storage jar. Even your seasoning, your spice rock. The top of the bottles are dust. You don't see the dust, but take them down and clean them off. Why? Each time you pull the bottle and you put back and you pull. Find a time you go there, man, and you clean off your bottles, your bottle tops, and you clean them off and you pick them up and you clean around them, clean under them, and you place them back. Yeah. Sometimes you don't know where a fly been escaped from and find themselves. And when they came in, they came straight to your kitchen. They're not going anywhere else, straight to the food. That's why when I'm baking, when I'm home and I'm baking, I bake strictly at night. Reason for that is that reason for me to bake at night. Flies love sugar. Flies love fish. And when you're baking, anywhere you are baking, the fly will pick it up from 1,000 miles. And they find themselves trying to come in your kitchen. Yes. So I always love baking at night because they went to their bed. So sometimes personally wonder, but when you bake at night, you don't have nothing trying to poke themselves in to come in. Because let me tell you, if the fly get to come in, you have to examine your mesh. Sometimes somebody may just open the door and a fly escape in. And that one fly will give you all the problem in your kitchen. So it's a university, let me tell you. It is. And if you study food, if say you took up, say okay, you're going to study food and nutrition, the nutrition part, food and whatever, you would be pulling your hair from your head when you realize. So it's not just simple walk into a kitchen, put on your gas range or your electric range, and you throw some food in a pot and you don't know. Before I start in my kitchen, I had to, don't matter how it look clean to me, don't matter how the floor look clean to me, I mop my floor again. wipe down, clean out. Yeah, because my own self, I am not going to be so careless to put things down my throat that is not clean. I will never forgive myself doing such. So yes, Mr. I can't even pronounce the name. It's JYSTD, and I don't know which one of those are silent, if it's the J or the Y. It more looked to me like the Y is silent, so you have just the whatever. I'll work maybe with the last name. Can get around that name. Anyhow, I am going to be doing some smoothie. That is the talk on the kitchen and the importance of your kitchen. The importance of you get a clean food to eat. The importance of even your dishes, your drinking glasses. Yeah. Sometimes people ask, oh, they put so much energy in these things. It is important. It's going to your mouth, to your stomach. Yeah. So I am planning to do some grains smoothie. And in this, I'll be using some sliced almond, pistachio, some walnuts. I am not quite sure if I am going to put a fig in it, or I may just put a fig in it. Fruits and nuts. Apricot. You can put one apricot. But not everybody apricot works with nicely. If you eat too much of it, you get loose bowels. Last but I may just put out 1 or 2 raisins. Last but not least, I'll put pumpkin seed. Sometimes you just want, it's not light, but you want something, you don't want no chicken, you don't want no beef, you don't want no meat, anything. You just wanted something else. You can use even a smoothie for your dinner because it is filling. It's either you use this smoothie or you use fruits, or you do a green juice. And you say green juice, everything going in there is green. Understand? And you're surprised because sometimes you have a meal in the mornings, you went out at lunchtime, it may be whatever meal you order or you get. In the evening coming down, you may not really want a cup of tea or something. And depending too, you just grab all of your grains and you do a smoothie with it. And in that smoothie, we put some peanut butter, and this is real peanut butter. You watch it make. You put some peanut butter in it. And if you are one of those person, you can put some yogurt in it too. You don't have to, and you can. Alright, so I'm going to get this little hands of mine wash. Put some things in my thing here. Throw it on there and blend. So I don't need a lot, it's just a little of anything. And if you wanted to do some addition, you can do some addition to it. If you're making it for yourself and you want to get some addition done, you can do some addition. So a few of this. This is a nice sliced almond. You don't want the jar to be filled up. And then you put your pistachio. When you're doing the fruits, then you know you have the fruits, you have the this was the almond, pistachio, a little pumpkin seed. Just a few reasons. I'm just wondering if I should put this. I'll just put one of it. Just one. Okay. And if you want, you can put some oats in it. The substitute for the peanut grains I don't have. Yep, yep, yep. And so let me get back these to where they belong. If you want to put yogurt in it, you can put yogurt. If you want to put maybe here I have that's not alcohol, eh? It's lemon juice. And then I had some water. Yeah. This is a complete meal. When you have this, you have a complete meal. You got your protein, you got Just about what you need. How come I'm going to start switching around? Okay, let me separate this thing. And squeeze out the hair out of your things as much as you can. Bye. Bye bye. Yes. I hope you're still here, Mr. J. This is it. You see how thick it is it? Let me bend um let's go down. Okay. This is it. So in this you have a complete meal. All of your greens. They all come together. You may not be able to sit down to eat some pistachio, some fruit, and all of them together. But when you get them together like this, it's all done. Go straight to your stomach. Good and clean. You don't put no sugar in it, no sweetener. because they have their own sugar content. Okay? Yes. So sometimes you're at home, sometimes asking yourself, it up, that. Mm-hmm. You have peanuts and all these things. I ensure that the kitchen is not out of these things because what? Most of the time, this is my meal. Or I get all of the fruits, and then that's where I make my meal. And all you need after this is the water. Everything do their job. So nice, so good. Yes. So this is sometimes you want to just for the person that do not eat some people don't like fruits, maybe one or two fruits, but you can do your thing with what you like. You can do your thing with what you like. Some person, no, I don't eat pistachio, I don't eat so and so, or whatever you eat. If you eat peanuts, because no peanut, well, the peanut butter substitute for the peanut that is not there. I think I have peanut, but they're in the shell because I bought them. You are doing like all you're doing. I could use an avocado, but the avocado I don't put it with the greens. When I am doing like the fruits, I use avocado in it, and that's you. Any other things you want to put? You want to put some spirit in it, whether be it wine, rum, gin, whatever, and you want to touch a little bit in there, it's your choice. You understand? Yeah. So now you don't feel like sitting down over no meat, no plate, no. You just want something easy gliding down the stomach. So you just do this. Yeah. Try it. When you try it, yes. And there's so many, you know, your blender or your bullet or whatever you have can be your pot. Yeah. There are some things sometimes, you just want it just in the natural state and you use them. So I use my blender, I use my thing like all these grains, you see all the grains went in there. You see one grain. And when I have this, my stomach is full. Well fed. And that will take me back until tomorrow morning. Just water. If I feel like, I will have some a cup of hot beverage if I feel like. And in this you can use flaxseed. Yeah. If you add flaxseed, you can add it to this too. And you have a proper meal. You have a complete meal. Your protein is in it. You name it. That is in it. You have a balance and a proper meal. Do you want to do this? Easy to go. Just throw your things them in there, then you just yeah. Anyhow, it was good being here. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for keeping my company. Thank you for responding in the way you responded. Thank you very much. For those that like and have more people than two people sitting there and do not. Do you want this channel to go further? Yes. I'm sure you do want this channel to, take off and go further. So, give me some likes. You can go through the videos, I can go through the things, I mean, you can like them anyhow. So give me some likes, We You help me to grow the channel. I share my experience. I share what I know, share what I have. I'm not selling it. I'm not saying to you. Oh, well, I'm not going any further. I'm not telling you any further until you put some likes on the screen. We are not gambling. So I am doing what I'm doing freely, and I expect persons to do what they are doing freely. You understand? The amount of squirrel is outside here, so they are scammering, they are looking for nuts, they are preparing for winter when they are not coming out, and they are filling their place with nuts. You see the amount of them. There's quite a lot of them out there all over the place. You know? Yeah. So even them, they look for their meal, put it down that they don't have to come out. I don't know if they have a blender or whatever they have in their home, where their home is. But I'm sure they're looking for nuts and grains, man. They're right there looking for nuts and grain, and they're moving so fast. You know, they took home some and put it down, and they're back again, and they're up and about. And right now, all the leaves are coming off the trees. The trees will be soon standing up as dry tree. They all going into hibernation. Anyhow, it was a lovely day. You have me chatting, and I do what I love best. Thank you for being in the kitchen. Best place to be. Every time, all the time, anytime. The kitchen. You learn a lot about the kitchen. The kitchen is where this kitchen is where you can meditate, man. You remove this from here and you put this. This is yellow, and you look and you said, okay, I am going to turn you into green, and then the kitchen. The kitchen is like a place that made furniture. You look at that piece of wood, and you carve out in your head what you would do, cut that wood, and so you have it in your head and you work on it. That's the kitchen. The kitchen is like you're sitting in front of the doctor, and you said it, and you nod his head and then say, okay, you're having pain there or that, and apparently that pain could stem from your something wrong with your toe, and he's there to know what medication to give you. Right? The kitchen. Can I lose from the kitchen? The kitchen can turn you into a billionaire. Not when turn you in a pauper. The only way turn you in a pauper is if you don't use up. So hello, thank you very much, and I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm looking on it. JYST DWBDC 96. You know what? Call it J96. Thank you, J96, for participating. Enjoy. I think you enjoy the live. Enjoy what was said and what's done, of course. So, yes. Thank you very much, and I am going to be closing the live now. It is a pleasure, more than a pleasure, to have you, and I hope you are always coming. And for those that have just subscribed or subscribed today, it's a blessing. Thank you very much for subscribing. Thank you for supporting me, of you supporting the channel, the movements of the channel on YouTube. I thank you very much. You know, keep me active, keep me to read, keep me to go and do some research, and there's so many things, you know. So it's a pleasure, and God bless all of you immensely. You won't be ashamed of this channel. I won't do anything on this channel that is, you know, absurd. It's clean and I try to keep it that way. The host of this channel try to keep the channel that way. We don't do certain things over here. The name of the channel speaks for itself. Positivity, positive. Upward, upward. Yes. So, thank you. Goodbye. Later, we will meet each other again. Thank you very much. Bye.